Hi, Sarah Klein here from Anu Yoga School. In this short video, I'm going to give you 3 fantastic core exercises. What you'll need are 2 yoga bricks or 2 yoga blocks. If you don't have them, I'm sure you could use 2 books that are about the same size, 1 blanket, and a smooth surface for one of the exercises. Now, before we begin, yoga is the path to equanimity. It teaches us that in our innate center, which is whole, beyond our failures, beyond our successes, beyond our self-limiting belief patterns, habits, and tendencies, we have a place of equanimity. And within that equanimity is our innate power. So as we each walk our own individual path to remembering this state, this place, or really experiencing this place of deep equanimity, some of us need to learn how to turn down the effort, turn down the temperature, get more into stillness, subtleness, sweetness, and some of us need a little crack of the whip. We need to empower our voice, reclaim our innate power, and step forward with a tall, strong spine. So the teachings need to meet us really exactly where we are, moment to moment. And I wanted to start with that short talk so that we can each approach these exercises with real honesty and real truth on how they can support us right here, right now. So when we come into these exercises, the first 2, we're going to work with these blocks. You have a lumbar curve in your lower back. And like I like to say, baby, you were born with it. So keep the lumbar curve. When you recline down, 1 block in hand, I want you to quickly look at the screen and check this out. When I lie down, I can feel how my lumbar curve naturally is not touching the ground. When I bring my knees up and start to engage my core, the tendency might be to push your spine down into the ground. I'm going to request that you refrain from that. So you're going to imagine the back vertebra of your lumbar curve to be reaching up. And then, this is very subtle, but quite profound, the navel descends. So the back spine reaches up, the navel descends, and the outcome is that you'll have a nice natural curve, like a pencil tip could slide behind your back. Then from here, you're gonna take your block, 2 knees, 1 block, 2 elbows, 1 block. Then from here, we're gonna find the occipital ridge, the bony ridge on the back side of the head, and you're gonna start to give your block love like it were someone you love. Tether the navel down to the spine, lift the lumbar vertebra up towards the ceiling, and push into the block. Now, as always, drop into your breath, steady your gaze, and feel what you feel. If you'd like a little up level, you're gonna bring the weight into the left elbow, left knee, and start to extend your right leg. As you do, awaken the sole of that right foot and then bring it back. And you can do that as many times as you like. Now here's the real test. Can you do it with a hint of a smile? All right, that's A. B. You're gonna take one of these blocks to your shins, spread the soles of the feet, awaken the soles of the feet. Our first variation is to keep the elbows bent. If, when you take your arms over your head, you feel a lot of pressure, then you are welcome to keep the elbows bent. Otherwise, we're going to start to extend the legs, extend the arms, press into the palms, and remember to descend the navel and create that natural curve with the lumbar. Another modification would be no block in the hands, 1 block behind the head, and work this variation. Make sure to link your movement with your breath. Number 3, last and final one. You're gonna take your your blanket onto a smooth surface. Allow your shins and your ankles to be fully on your cushion, on your blanket. Elbows are shoulder distance apart. We have a nice clean line from the tip of the middle finger to the elbow. Then you're gonna imagine energetically that you're pushing your elbows away from one another to feel a broadening in your collarbones. Duck your head, tether your navel in towards the spine, soften your front ribs into your back ribs, and take a big back body breath. Now as you slowly lift your pelvis, you're gonna press the knees away from your center. As you lift the skin of the chest, broaden the collarbones. Then you'll pull yourself together, and you can go ahead and do that as many times as you like. Being mindful that as you move through, the chest, as the effort amplifies, the chest stays broad, so you can explore breath up into the collarbones, really exploring the breath all the way up to the top third of the chest. All right, so as I personally like to sequence, I like to place these different exercises to awaken aspects of the pose that will support the pose. So feel free to place these in your sequences, in your practice, to really awaken your inner strength, to stoke your inner fire, and move with that clarity, looking for the strength, the power in equanimity. Thanks for watching.